Hey there! Today I am working with the beautiful Saturday Afternoon collection from One Canoe to an American Crafts. And I just want to show you the products that I have on my desk today. I have some cardstock stickers, I have some really cute thickers, I have some wood veneer stickers, this really cute date stamp, beautiful washi tapes, and then I want to show you the pattern papers that I have here. Now you can see some of these have been cut into because I have done a few different projects with this collection, which I will also link up to here for the American Crafts blog. But I really love the mixture of patterns in this collection. There's some funky things like avocados, there's some beautiful cut apart sheets. There's also some real beautiful naturalistic kind of florals, and I just love the mix. If you want to create something that has a more geometric feel, you've got it in this collection. Or if you want to create something that's a little bit more organic, you've got that. That one is one of my favorite patterns, that teal hexagon. I just think it's so pretty. But then look here, you have this great big floral that you can just stick one photo on there and call that baby done. This one is another one of my favorites, this really cool painted pattern. If you haven't checked out One Canoe 2 and the work that she does, you can go to her Instagram profile. It's just one, the number one, canoe, and the number two. Look at this page here. I think I'm going to have to just make that a background for a layout. So go check out her Instagram page to see her creating these beautiful patterns and background papers in real life. She posts a lot of videos. So I'm just going through here to see what I haven't showed you. This yellow is one of my favorites, and you're going to see me create with that on the American Crafts blog next month. The stripe is so bold and pretty, but I love those colors. There's like a black and white here. This home one here, this collection definitely has a kind of homey sort of theme, so that's the reason for the houses. And then this cut apart sheet here, which you've already seen, and another floral with a really cool pattern on the back. So those are the pattern papers I have sitting on my desk today. And I'm going to grab the photos that I've pulled out. These are of my daughter and my brother. And I've grabbed some pattern papers here to kind of match with my photos. And the reason why I pulled these pattern papers is because my daughter's holding a picture of a turtle. And two of the pictures have my brother in it, who's wearing an American flag like cut off t-shirt, and the colors just did not go. So I changed those to black and white, but I wanted to keep one color photo for the center. And this green and teal pattern paper here, I love the texture of it. I love those dots, and it kind of reminds me of a turtle. Plus, I have a lot of green in that color photo. So I wanted to use that as a frame for my layout. If you follow me a lot on here, you will know that I love white backgrounds. I love that clean white background. Now, normally I wouldn't go ahead and just pull out kind of an embellishment, but I saw this in this beautiful green color and I thought this has to go on my page as my title. So this Live a Life You Love, I really love it, and I think that that needs to be like kind of front and center as one of my page elements, because usually I stick to pattern paper first and then I go to pull out some embellishments. Today I'm doing it a little bit differently. So if you have an embellishment that you want to, go big with on your page, start with that before you pull out your pattern paper. So I'm just cutting a couple of different pattern papers here to create a photo mat behind my photos, and this is going to help give those photos some weight on that pretty white background. Don't worry, I'm not just using that kind of olivey green. I am using some plaid as well, just to bring in a little bit of pink and some girliness, which I love it. I want it to be kind of haphazardly put together too. So this was the first time my daughter ever saw or held a turtle close up. And we had just gotten to my parents' house from the airport when my brother brought it down. And as you can see, my daughter was so excited about it. So this is kind of the general layout that I have going on here. And what I'm doing now is pulling out my embellishments to try to start embellishing the page. I'm also going to add my journaling typed straight to the white background. First, I'm going to kind of get my embellishments in place just so I know how much room I will have for my journaling. Now, I'm creating an 8.5-inch by 11-inch layout, and I'm pulling out the cardstock stickers first and foremost because I love that it's a beautiful day tag. It has some rose gold foiling on it. It's just so pretty. And if you guys have grown up in the country in a rural setting, it kind of reminds me of home. So I grabbed the tea, the cup of tea as well. It's a mason jar actually, because that's another thing that reminds me of home. I grew up drinking sweet tea my entire life. Um, so it has nothing to do with the photos, but it has everything to do with my thoughts about home and how I feel when I look at these photos. And so I find that to be kind of important to kind of go for a feeling that your photos invoke when you're adding on papers or embellishments. Not only just kind of a themey thing, but how do these photos make you feel? So I'm just grabbing some stickers here, just seeing what I can add on here. Now, the life is a collection of moments up there. I kind of just loosely put that down because I think I have too many word stickers here, and I want to keep that to a minimum. I really like these flowers and I like the pink that they add to the page, but I want to make sure that they fit in that bottom corner without covering up my photo too much. They create a really nice corner element there. Just seeing if I should nix this life is a collection of moments, and I really think that I should. I really like that little banner tag at the top too, but I want to add a second one to go next to it. And this one with the plaid kind of adds a bit more pink to that top corner, and it's going to be a great place for me to add the date. So I'm just snipping this here. These cut apart sheets are the best way to get kind of page embellishments, elements at the cheapest cost because you're paying for a piece of pattern paper. You can cut them apart, you can punch them out, you can add to the top of them with other stickers, and it's a great way to kind of create your own embellishment there. I really like that little joy. It's a textural sticker. It has like oh, I can't remember what that stuff is. It's ooh, like party paper behind it, and a balloon, and it says joy on top. I really like that. Now I want to add a little bit of washi here, kind of sticking out behind the Live a Life You Love sticker. And I'm also going to mark where I want to add my journaling, right there to the upper right hand corner. And I'm going to go ahead and measure that so I can do that first and foremost before I do anything else. So there's my journaling added. What I'm going to do here is just adhere all of the photo mat elements down so I can get those in place. I'm going to add my black and white photos directly onto that photo mat using permanent adhesive. If you guys haven't tried this sticky thumb adhesive, it's really fabulous. I really like the way that I hold it in my hand too. It's just the right size. So the black and white photos are going to be adhered down with the sticky thumb adhesive, and the color photo, which I want to kind of pop a bit more, I'm going to use dimensional adhesive for that one. And there's my hair. Not having the greatest hair day, so sorry about that. Gonna put that on right there. And you know what, before I adhere this down, I'm gonna put on my adhesive, but I'm feeling like this background is a bit too white. There's a definite, very stark contrast from the background to my photo mat and the elements that I'm using. So I'm thinking here that I need to add something to the background. Just having a look here at what I think about adding some little ribbons of washi. And that washi tape is feeling a bit too bright for me, so I'm going to pull out the pretty floral washi. There's a light pink floral in here. And what I'm going to do with this, if you guys haven't done this before, you can cut kind of a banner end on your washi just with sharp scissors. So I'm going to cut that V shape in there. I'm going to pull this whole thing up, put it to the side, and yeah, I like that much better. So I'm going to take off the thin washi, and before I add that washi back on, I am grabbing my Vicki Boutin mixed media art crayons. These guys are fantastic. I really love them. I'm just adding a couple of green colors here, and I'm using my water pen. Y'all know that I am not an amazing mixed media person. I am still learning, still trying new things all of the time. So I'm just adding just some splashes of green here and there. It's really easy to do this. This is called the kissing technique with just some acetate that you have left. You can even use product packaging. If you have a piece of clear acetate on your product packaging, save it, because this is a great technique to use for that. So I'm also going to use a bit of this light coral color. Now, if you put more water on it or you sprayed it, it would give you a different texture. I'm just folding this over itself to do that. I got a little bit of water on my journaling, but it's not a big deal because you can still definitely read it. I just wanted some extra color on that background, and I always save this piece of acetate for later. Let's see. So this is the Rose Gold Creative FX, and I love, love, love this stuff. What you can do with it is use it with a stencil to create some textural backgrounds, but if you wet it down, you can use it as a metallic kind of droplets, or you can even touch your brush to the page if you want to add a drop to a specific place. So I really, really, really love doing that. I probably could have used less there because I still have some left on my acetate, but it's a great way to use that to add some more kind of paint effect to your background. So now that that's done, I'm not even letting it dry, we're just going with it. I am adding my photo mat back to the page. I'm going to put this pretty flower here in the bottom corner. And I think I'm going to move this joy up to the top somewhere. I am not sticking that down with dimensional adhesive because I need to add my date to that using the Saturday morning's date stamp. So this joy, I think it needs to go in that top left corner because that's the picture where she looks the most joyful for sure. So I really like the way that that is laid out. There's a lot of balance there. I'm just adding a couple of cardstock stickers and maybe this puffy heart sticker. I don't have any of the puffy stickers yet, so would be nice to have a different textural element on there. And that works really well there, and it just adds a bit more metallic to my page. I almost forgot to add my washi there, just for a little bit more texture. I really like that. It's kind of pretty. Just having those little florals peeking out there, and I have this little vine here that I have to gently pull up that I forgot about. I wanted to put that kind of coming out of my mason jar of tea there. Super cute. If y'all grew up in the South, this collection is for you. It definitely reminds me of home and being in the country, and I just love it. Ooh, I have these wood stickers here too, wood veneer stickers. I'm going to add that heart down there on the It's a Beautiful Day tag, and then I'm going to add my date to that top banner. This rotary stamp is really nice. It has nice tiny little date numbers. So that's my layout complete. I really love the memory that this layout records, and the Saturday afternoon collection from American Crafts and One Canoe 2 really made it so special because this collection definitely reminds me of being at home. I grew up in a rural setting, and it just reminds me of that lazy summer days at home. This layout was nothing groundbreaking. I didn't mean for it to be. It's just a beautiful way to document a really beautiful moment in my daughter's life. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the beautiful One Canoe 2 and American Crafts Saturday afternoon collection at the link in my video notes. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and happy creating.